There it is. There's the big wreck. We're looking for the yellow out. Zane Smith. 45, though.
Diplomatic Racing Show. We're going to start off with NASCAR in Indianapolis this week. The NASCAR went to a free state, and Bubba Wallace won the Brickyard 400. Larson finished second with Hammy Hamlin in third, but also in first because he's the car owner.
Oh, he owns Bubba's car?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
He finally got that Brickyard win.
I think NASCAR was probably hoping like Suarez would win third, but you can't have everything.
No drive for diversity there.
No.
They did get the Cookie Monster as the Grand Marshal, though, which was entertaining.
I like the Cookie Monster. I would make him... Yeah, I'd vote for him for Grand Marshal.
They should have had him drive the pace car somehow.
Don't drive angry. You'd be like on Groundhog Day when the groundhog's driving the car and Bill Murray's letting the groundhog drive. Yeah, they could have done that.
With cookies everywhere.
Arr, 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 arr.
I want to know if Indy used up its budget trying to cover all of the open seats with tarps, because, man, there were a lot of tarps all over the place.
Wow. You know what? After seeing how few people were at that race, I'm thinking maybe NASCAR should refocus on the southern states again.
Maybe. Or to have better racing.
Do they have any northern state races that sell tickets?
Pocono,
The Rock?
Dover,
and...
That wasn't great. Dover. Watkins Glen is usually the big race. New Hampshire?
Is that The Rock?
That's in North Carolina, Rockingham.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, no.
They said the attendance was just under 70,000, which is more than most NASCAR tracks, but it just looks terrible when they go to Indy with 300,000 seats.
I did not see 70,000 people on that track.
Well, we'll start on lap 10, when the announcers are already talking to us about fuel strategy. You know the race is sliding onto the boring side when the announcers start talking about the fuel strategy.
I got bored just watching the highlights.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Not much going on.
Well, lap 18, McDowell puts Chastain in the wall after Ross tried to block McDowell from crashing later on in the race. Can't have that.
He's looking out for him. It's like, yeah, you're going to crash anyway, so let me stop you from doing that.
So McDowell has got it coming back to him when he turns kiss the wall after a blown tire. Chastain disavowed any knowledge of tires.
I can understand that.
Stage 1 came to an end with Chase Briscoe winning. That was everything that happened in Stage 1. All the way on to lap 84, we got a tire exploding for the leader and part-time accountant Austin Cindric. He looked like he had a good run.
He looks like a guy who would be my accountant, if you see the picture of him.
I heard him talking about how he played a tuba in the high school band, and I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, he looks dorky enough to play a tuba.
Lap 91, Eric Jones' tire leaves his car to look for a more interesting race somewhere. I hope his tire found a way.
Who won Stage 2? I couldn't even make myself care.
I was in and out of a nap at this point, so I'm going to say Kyle Busch, because he's having a down year, so I'm going to give it to him.
Oh, he hadn't crashed yet?
No, I don't think so.
Shocking.
Or maybe he did, but I didn't notice.
Fast forward to lap 122. Joey Baby's Indy curse continues with the blown tire.
Penske's and blown tires. Well, pretty much everybody had tire issues, it seemed like.
Yeah, were they running Michelin's?
Those have done well at Indy historically.
Yeah, Michelin has a history with Indianapolis.
We'll zoom down to 6 laps to go, and we didn't miss anything. The red flag comes out for rain, which I was wondering, is that going to be it? We're going to call it here. Nope, overtime. On the first overtime, Zane Smith spins out, spins right, does a jog, then causes another overtime.
Did you see him? He spun this way, then he spun that
like
way.
This way,
I'm like,
that way.
He's going to jump out and do a jig next.
And then Bubba still managed to hold off Kyle Larson, which I was a little surprised by, but he couldn't catch him, and Bubba won the race.
Even Bubba can't do a donut in this car.
No, I wish the car could pass other cars. That would be fun too.
Yeah, that would make it better.
It's still better than going to the road course at Indy, because why do that when there's the oval? Xfinity driver Austin Hill was suspended and stripped of points for crashing Eric Almirola head-on into the wall during the Xfinity race on Saturday. When interviewed, Austin Hill said,
That's a quote?
That's a quote.
You know what? I liked Almirola. Like, when they were at Phoenix, I think I picked him when we watched I took my daughter to the Infinity race. Xfinity, whatever.
Did he win? He was close.
He almost had it, I think, and then he screwed up on the last restart. But I think I picked him. Did he have the orange car? Did he have a car that looked like Fanta?
Maybe.
I think that's the one I picked.
I don't remember anymore.
It was Infinity, so I'm not sure.
Well, NASCAR has 3 playoff spots left, and I can't wait to find out which of them gets eliminated in the first round, because probably all of them will. At this point, if you're not in the top 10, you're pretty much done.
I'm rooting for Kyle Busch to get one of them, because he'll probably crash, and that would be interesting.
Yes. Well, he'll crash anyways, even if he's not in the playoffs.
I mean, if he crashes, it's just Kyle Busch crashed. But if he's in the playoffs and he crashes, then it's a big deal.
It's an important crash.
Yep. Well, Little Ty Gibbs wins the No One Really Cares in-season challenge. I completely forgot that was even a thing.
I bet his boyfriend cares.
Oh, yeah.
We had a nice dinner tonight.
Yeah, $1 million? Is that before taxes?
That goes straight to the owner. So after taxes, 38 cents, something like that.
Oh.
I don't know, whatever the government wants to steal.
There's not a tariff on that, is there?
Probably. I'm sure there is.
The
in-season challenge tariff is 55%.
If you live in England, you have to pay taxes on your out-of-country earnings.
Probably.
I don't know how England even knows what your out-of-state earnings are, or your out-of-country.
They'll send police to your door and steal it from you.
No, it's true.
You have to have a license to watch television.
I believe that.
In other Xfinity news, Connor Zilisch won his 3rd race in a row in that series.
Wow.
On a road course, and 2 ovals, I think, are the last one. Indy.
Short oval and big oval.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's like a triple crown.
That's pretty good. So look for him in the Cup Series next year.
Who's he going to kick out?
Suarez.
That's
my guess. Hot take. That's right.
Let's do best and worst NASCAR paint schemes for the Brickyard 400. What was your good scheme?
My good scheme was the number 17, Chris Butcher. He had a Diet Cherry Coke. It sort of looked like the older logo from the 90s. It's pretty cool looking. It's also number 2 on my list of barely tolerable diet sodas. The list only has 2 on there, so that's...
Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yes, and Cherry Coke, Diet Cherry Coke.
My best car was, I had to go to the X Series. I didn't like any of them in Cup.
No.
I picked Poole. He had the number 44 Garbage Pail Kid scheme.
Did he?
Yeah.
What? I missed that one.
Yeah, I remember Garbage Pail Kids.
Wasn't that like the trying to outdo the Cabbage Patch Kids? Like make it gross for boys or something?
Yeah, it was yeah.
Did they make a movie?
I hope not.
Oh.
But it was like a candy from the Garbage Pail Kids universe, whatever.
All right.
The GPKU Garbage Pail Kids universe.
I can't wait to learn more about that universe.
And then honorable mention, also the X Series, the number 99 car with Savannah Bananas.
Oh, Savannah Bananas.
How can they afford to sponsor a car?
Because they sell out massive stadiums.
Yeah, how do they sell out massive stadiums?
I don't know. Everyone likes the bananas.
Huh.
That's for the kids, right?
What's their mascot? A hammock? Banana Savannah hammock.
The banana hammock.
Or the Savannah banana hammock. That's how it goes. Okay.
Moving on to the bad cars. Once again, for the 5th to 12th time this year, the Chumba Casino winning car this week was the worst car. It will never not be awful. I hate it so much.
I call it the Chumbawamba car.
It's a go-to when I can't find anything else that's terrible. It's too easy.
I went with I thought the number 62 car was pretty ugly, but I went with Custer and the 41 Autodesk car because why is Autodesk wasting my money sponsoring a car? Like, do you know how expensive this is? I have 2 subscriptions. It costs me like $400 a month. And they're using that money to sponsor race cars?
Next year it's going to be $500 so they can get 2 more races in.
I want my money back, Autodesk.
Remember when you just bought software and then it was your software to use however you wished?
Oh yeah, every time I'd buy AutoCAD it was good for at least 5 years. And then the new one would come out and I'm like, what? This one works fine. But then they went to subscription, so you have no choice but to keep paying them money.
Of course they do. Next week, NASCAR visits Iowa, and Indy might want to consider not having their race so close to a NASCAR race.
Not a lot of race ticket money swimming around in Iowa, so...
Apparently not. Everyone saved it for NASCAR, I guess.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What race do you want to go to, honey? NASCAR or IndyCar? Hence, nobody went to the IndyCar race. 16 people.
I would have went to both.
Well, yeah, definitely. Especially with the doubleheader.
Get 2 full days of racing.
Would you be happier buying 1 ticket and getting a 500-mile race, or buying 2 tickets, buying 2 tickets and getting 2 250s?
I like the 2 tickets.
Yeah.
500-mile race is kind of long.
Especially on a 1 mile like that.
Yeah.
Especially IndyCar.
It's 2 full days of doing stuff instead of 1 day.
Yeah, that's true. Formula One returned from their first summer break to run the Belgian Grand Prix, brought to you by Noah's Ark Emporium. Mm-hmm. We were expecting to see some big changes, upgrades and everything, but all we got were leftovers from the McLaren lunch buffet. Another McLaren 1-2, Ferrari's Leclerc in 3rd.
Good for him.
And this time it was Piastri's turn to win. So, Piastri, Norris, Leclerc.
Seems like a pattern.
Yeah. The race started after a long delay to discuss tariffs on air conditioning. The safety car took the lead for the first 5 laps.
Oh, for the love of God, use the wets once in a while. Why do we even bring them? At this point, I've seen NASCAR run in the wet more than Formula One.
Have they even ever put out the blue tires? Did they have the blue tires on?
No, they kept them parked until intermediates and put intermediates on all the cars. I've seen clips from the early 2000s, 90s of them racing at Spa, and it's like they can't see anything. It's just a downpour. Get out and race.
You memorize the track anyway. Just get out there. Somebody's going to go off, and then it'll be interesting.
Get out there and race when it's wet. That's when it's interesting.
Well, as soon as the safety car pulled off, Piastri used the sitting duck straight to easily pass Norris and easily put Belgium to sleep. No safety cars, no offs, no excitement.
Yeah, F1 parked everyone during the weather so that we could have a boring race afterwards.
This was not the wet weather race that we were looking for. Wait, I gotta do it like Obi-Wan. This is not the wet weather race that we're looking for.
I don't think the top 4 changed positions at all after turn 5 of the race.
That's becoming kind of a pattern in this last year of the formula.
Not including pit cycles, but...
Yeah. By the time the race was over, Leclerc and the Ferrari was 16 seconds behind the 2 McLarens.
Jeez. In the pre-race, I want to know why the F1 TV host, Laura Winter, was dressed like a magician. Did you see that during the pre-race?
I saw that outfit.
What are we doing here? What is that? What's your magic trick? Getting Ferrari into a podium?
Trying to make the rain disappear? Well, by lap 12, Hamlin decided to switch to Hamilton. Hammy Hamilton.
Getting that mixed up.
Lap 12, Hamilton switches to slicks after starting P18 after Q1 exits in both qualifying sessions. And you're thinking, okay, everybody starts going to slicks, still no excitement.
Yeah, okay. We're going to see switching to slicks in the wet weather? No, nothing.
No.
4 to go.
Wow, that was a big jump. Lap 12 to 4 to go.
Well, yeah, I was just going to get to the interesting parts of the race.
Nothing happened between lap 12 and lap 40-12.
Anyways, it's 50-some laps later. Lando Norris on mediums is sort of catching Piastri on the hards, but not really.
They tried to make it sound like he was mounting a challenge, but...
They are good at making it seem like things are happening in the race when they are not.
Yeah. Red Bull did a wet weather gamble with Verstappen. In qualifying, they put him on a wet weather setup, and even though it was dry during qualifying, thinking, well, it's going to be a wet race, and then we'll do better in the wet, and they didn't account for F1's just going to stop the race until it's not wet anymore.
Didn't that happen to him earlier this year, too, at somewhere, where he had a wet weather setup, and it just didn't rain? Was it Silverstone? I don't know. I know it happened earlier.
If they'd had Christian Horner around, he would have remembered that.
Yuki got into Q3 for once, but still finished out of the points.
Oh, kind of like Haas. They were kind of promising. Behrman should have made it into Q3, but he kind of got screwed by Yuki, and he didn't make it into... Yuki screwed up his lap. But anyway, Haas looked really promising, but also ended up with no points. Sorry.
Nope.
Ferrari had such hopes for that new rear suspension that they brought, and it was kind of meh.
Not great. Hamilton did go from 18th to 7th during the race. That's improvement.
Leclerc did qualify third and finish third, so I mean you're on the podium, but like they were still so far behind McLaren. They might as well have just put that time into 2026.
Yeah, what are you going to get at this point?
I noticed that instead of 4 weeks off in August, F1 took 3 weeks in July, and then they'll take another 3 in August. Was that part of the U.S.-European Union tariffs deal?
You guys have too much time off. We got to break it up.
Yeah. Can't do 4 weeks in a row, but you can do 3 and 3.
Don't want to get crazy with it. In other news, F1 driver Max Verstappen and Mercedes boss Toto Wolff were seen on a date in Sardinia.
Ooh.
Is Verstappen going to Mercedes in 2026?
I would. Mercedes is most likely to have the best engine, and it's an engine-heavy formula.
For Russell or Antonelli?
Russell. They'll boot Russell in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Antonelli's the future, and Russell's like a pretty good driver, but he's not Max.
No, he's not Max.
Yeah, I think Max is going over. I think Max is... I mean, every driver makes their bones with the team and then thinks the grass is greener somewhere else.
They start going downhill slightly, and they're like, well, better jump ship.
I really don't want to see Max go over because I don't want to see another dominating team like when they had Mercedes and Hamilton.
Or Max and Red Bull.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... They should put Max in, like, Haas. Right? You want a challenge? Here you go.
Inverted field.
Yeah.
Everyone draws for a car.
Lance Stroll in the Mercedes.
Same result.
Yeah. It still doesn't make it a Q1. I want to do a shame call out to the F1 TV staff. They were talking about Christian Horner's firing, and their analysis was there must have been some catalyst to cause it.
Oh.
Wow.
Really?
That's journalism right there.
Man, these guys are on top of it.
Some catalyst. That was their analysis.
Something happened. There must have been a reason for it.
Well, here on the Pit and Paddock Race Show, we told you all the inside story that Horner's Spice Girl wife bought the outstanding shares, and Red Bull broke the monopoly by the founder's son and got rid of Christian Horner.
Coming up next for F1, they're headed to Hungary for the Soviet Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
Should be another McLaren parade.
Yeah. Is there anything interesting about Hungary that might make it better?
Nope.
Is it a smaller downforce track?
A little more downforce track. It's kind of short. Might be one of the shorter tracks in F1. Usually tough to pass, so great news.
Yeah. We've had 2 high-speed tracks, and McLaren's been way ahead. Ferrari did almost win Monaco, so I don't know. Maybe that rear suspension's going to work in Hungary.
Indycar went to Monterey, California for the Climate Change Equals Government Money 200, where Ganassi's boy Pablo won another race.
Yay.
Yay. Lunge Guy was the bridesmaid with Herta, the lady in waiting.
That's
a nice way to put it.
Yeah, that was pretty much. Another pole and another win for the Spanish house elf, Paulo. How do you say his name? Pablo? I like Pablo. It's just easy to remember. Man, can someone put this series out of its misery?
That's 8 wins in a season for Pablo. He's closing in on the record of 10 by AJ Foyt and Mario Andretti.
That should never be broken. No one should break AJ and Mario's records.
No.
Are there more races now than there were back then?
There has to be some more. I don't really know what the schedule was like then.
We'll check Wikipedia on that one and get back to you.
I know they did go to more ovals.
In solidarity with Formula One, Indy let the safety car lead the first 5 laps. And then Pablo ran away from everyone else, and that was it.
Well, Daly and the Schwartz drove through the litter box on lap 1, followed by Simpson taking out Rosie's beautiful Grateful Dead car. So it was already more exciting than the entire F1 race, at least.
That was an interesting car. The Grateful Dead car.
Yeah, it was very different. The pit crew guys had the tie-dye shirts on, too.
They should have wore, like, bear outfits. Little bear. You know how the Grateful Dead always had the little bears?
No.
They had, like, little teddy bears was one of their things.
I've never actually heard a Grateful Dead song.
Oh, yeah, the driving by train high on cocaine one.
Oh.
I think that's a Grateful Dead.
I know they had a ice cream flavor. I'm more familiar with that.
You know, shout out to Scotty Mack for his Kenny Brack Heritage livery. The yellow car. That was nice. Didn't help him get out of Q1, but it looked good.
No, that was a good-looking car, though. On the restart, Herta was on alternate tires. He jumped up to second, only to hold Pato back so that Pablo could build a real nice lead for the rest of the race.
Good job, Herta. I don't know why he decided to start on the hards. Everybody else is on softs, but I don't know.
We'll hold up the only driver that can challenge the leader.
Yeah.
That's great.
Good job. Well, lap 12 and Family Money driver Jacob Owen Abel drives into the wall again.
I feel like I've seen that before.
Yeah, I think, is he related to the Strolls?
The Abel Stroll family.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar thing going on there. And then we're at lap 15 and no Penske cars have crashed or broken yet. What's going on?
This is a new record, I think. Longest into a race with all 3 Penske cars running.
I don't know.
Lap 25, Captain Kirk punts adult toy manufacturer Renus VK into the tires.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Kirkwood.
He gave him the old Renus.
Yes, he did. Right up the Renus. Lap 29, Bugsy Siegel leads after staying out when Herta and Pablo pit. Does that really count as leading a race when you just stay out?
It does when you run like 22nd every race. I would write it down.
Pablo came out in second, and Herta was stuck behind Pablo's teammate Dixon and several other cars. Herta and Pablo came in together, and then they come out with like 4 cars between them.
Herta once again had a little hitch in the pit stop, cost him an extra couple seconds again.
Always the pit stops.
At least the car came out of the pits this time, though, so that's a plus. Lap 37, Pablo makes it back to the lead, and Dixon blocks Herta for his super special teammate, Pablo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was doing a good job of keeping Herta from challenging at all.
Good teammate.
Up to lap 45, and Fox decided to spend half an hour focused on the battle for P16, which, what's Fox? I don't know. And meanwhile, Herta got within like 4.5 seconds, but he couldn't get any closer to Pablo. That was it. He used up his tires and his push to pass, getting past all the others.
Yep. He did hit the team curse, and another slow pit stop knocked him back to third.
Yeah, I kind of was like, wait, wasn't he in second? Wait, how's he in third all of a sudden? Oh, he pitted. That usually costs him a spot, right?
Usually. Man, that pit crew has been off.
Imagine if they moved Herta over to Penske when Penske was doing good. He might be winning a lot of races.
He probably should have made them, well, not this year, but...
Up to lap 177, Ericsson spins, and we all wait 20 minutes for a yellow to come out. What the hell was IndyCar doing?
The announcers were having a stroke in the booth, just screaming, "What are we doing?" He's like above a rise that you can't see, just sideways across the road. They're like, we're going to see how this plays out, I guess.
If George Russell was in the car, he would be going, red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm in the track, red flag.
It looks like he's going to get it going. I don't know. Give him about 4 minutes in the middle of the track. See if he can get it going. He's getting out and pushing his car. Yeah, well, once he gets it started.
He's going downhill. He can jump, pop start it. Just pop the clutch. It'll fire back up.
Then Ferrucci brought out the next yellow by, I don't know, spinning himself into the corkscrew. But no one could catch Pablo.
Yeah, they had 2 yellows to close them all up, and still nobody's catching Pablo.
Tried to.
I'm going to say a big step forward for the Penske team. All 3 cars finished the race.
Wow.
And the best was Will Plower in 7th, though. Just
basically a win for Penske, not crashing all of your cars out of the race.
It's like when Ducati was in Superbikes. If they finished a race, that was considered like a win. Like they were going to be 5th in a race, and they were all excited.
Good for them.
Back in the 2000s, maybe, when Ducati tried to do sport bike racing.
It's like Nico Hülkenberg getting a podium.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like that. Next up, Indy takes a well-deserved 2-week break before heading to Portland for the mostly peaceful protest Grand Prix.
Good sponsor they got there in Portland. Fits perfectly.
Should have something needs to burn at that race, or it's not a Portland Grand Prix. In other news, the Netherlands government have listed Israel as a threatening state actor, alongside Iran and Russia.
Oh, that makes sense.
Meanwhile, they listed Nazi Germany as a friend to humanity nation.
Oh, that fits.
Yeah. The Netherlands were... The Dutch were, they pretended to hate the Nazis in World War II, but...
No, everyone knows.
Yeah.
President Trump concluded a trade deal with the Euro Union, where the Euros will pay a 15% tariff. But they will be allowed to continue making snide comments about Americans, which...
I can live with that.
They probably would have done it anyway, but...
And harbor secret feelings of wishing they had been born in America all along.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're born with a title or gobs of money in Europe, you're wishing you were born in the U.S. That's it for today. Next week, we have a doubleheader. Hungary for Formula One, and NASCAR goes to...
Iowa.
For
the corn something or other.
Something with... Yeah, what is the sponsor for that one? Is it corn something?
Corn something. The Cornfield 2 500. I don't know, I just made that up.
The Cornholer 500? How many laps do they... They don't do 500 on that little track, do they?
I guess 400.
4 is pushing it. Yeah, I wouldn't go any farther than 4.